A storm approaches. Egypt is not ready. Must I face this threat alone? The falcon's eyes are upon the horizon.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Pharaoh in part 9 of our Ramesses the Great campaign. In today's episode we are here where we left off just outside of Hetch in camp stands after winning our battle. We are going to go ahead and jump into court now and see if we can...
of Egypt. You serve here to help
I promise she's
our
going to become
empire
the
flourish.
Pharaoh in 5 turns, isn't she? Plots as initiator. Oh, this is against us, the discredit. So we got one more turn there, and we could go ahead and cancel it for 400 gold, which is quite a lot. Let's go ahead and do a bit of gossiping with her.
Egypt stands stronger
It's not
when her children are united.
also anymore, but I, again, continue to fail to realize that. Who else is causing us issues? Looks like the first commander is. We'll gossip with you as well. Ah, you're trying
Egypt
to...
raised us
95%
well.
chance
Unlike
of
some of
success.
these more questionable characters.
Everyone hates Ramesses. Alright, fair enough.
Fear me.
3 more pending actions. We've got that order with the Peliset that's ended. Let's go ahead and get that back up and active.
Struggle. We are agreed.
Thank you, that way we're not dealing with the Peliset breathing down our necks anytime soon. We'll deal with them soon, but when we're ready. We are good and ready. So let's go ahead and drop in the Temple of Ptah tier 2 here for less upkeep for anyone in the area, more legitimacy by 1, happiness, and production. All the goodies. Sweet business. We'll go ahead and end the turn to see how the defenders here at Hetch play things. They've got one more big army over here. Looks like they're trying to grab a few more troops, so they might come after us. That'd be great. Because the garrison's already quite wounded, we can completely finish them off there. So let's end the turn and see how things play out. So interesting, the Hetch decided, instead of defending their lands, they're gonna go deal as much damage to me as possible. I'm not sure if the AI tries to help the other factions out instead of defending itself or what, but it's really odd that they decided just to run into the hills.
Prod me again.
They can't even reach them out. They can come over here to start taking out some outposts Deshret Rethu. Alright, interesting. We will not be treating our court action, no thanks. We need to actually come in here and
Court is now in session.
stop and
you will
discredit
heed the
immediately.
whims of Pharaoh.
Quit that at once. Does it cause it to fail or does it just cancel it? 205. Alright. Alzeret's faction making some serious headway in terms of next Pharaoh. We'll be having to deal with them the old-fashioned way then.
Egypt's
We're
glory,
pretty well replenished. Let's go ahead and surround Hetch.
ever ready.
Force them to make that call. Go ahead and do some wall sapping, and then... what can we do in a single turn? Battering ram, and 2 ladders. So yeah, let's do this in a single turn. We can go ahead and take the settlement immediately. That way we can force them to attrition.
I will carve out a legacy.
They have a couple places to run, but we need to
Ready to move
catch
out,
them as they
men.
do so. This army is just going to be a nuisance. Just blowing stuff up as it goes through. I'm going to ignore it and not worry about it. We can fix outposts, no problem. Man, our legitimacy keeps dropping. Continuing to drop because we don't have any battles. It's really all sorts of bad.
I will retire
But
to
in
my
Timna here,
quarters.
which needs a bronze district, but when can we get that? 5 population is what we're looking for. Also, two turns is all we'd be really waiting, which is not that big a deal. Alright, sweet. Well, our armies have been moved. Interesting to see them just kind of hiding out in the desert. And somehow they're not worrying about desert attrition at all. One of their gods must be providing some safety.
Let Egypt prosper by the wisdom of its court.
Alright, so we've got a blackmail that's absolutely going to succeed against us. Let's see about requesting some more gold from Kush.
What betters you, betters our empire.
Listen,
am
I
sure.
agree so much. Being friends with the Kushites, too useful. Alright then, we need more sea people to invade. Come conquer Puramun so that way I can take it back. Destruction available in Sinai. No, we're gonna wait there. 14 men can hold easily.
This world cries out for a hero.
This world cries out for a hero.
In the name of duty.
Puramun wants a non-aggression pact, and they're the only ones. Really?
Proud.
All will remember
Peace with
me.
Hetch, but not with Hefi, because they think they are very powerful. And then for Ninutu, we can go ahead and give him an heir. Actually, that's probably very worth it. Let's go ahead and recruit someone here at Nebgehez. A Diamep the... Actually, let's give them Head Sekmoy? Head Sekmoy.
Proud son of
Proud
Egypt.
son of Egypt. We'll go ahead and hand him over to Merneptus faction as the heir.
Good things always happen when we put our minds together.
Brother, I agree. So you are now a generous landowner, and you're joining up with Ninutu. And they are going to give us military access for this one, which we'll go ahead and grab. As well as a barter agreement for just as much food as you're willing to offer. Alright, 500 is too much. What about 250? Hey, now we're talking. 315. 307 it is.
It will be done.
It will be done. Glorious should stave off hunger a little bit longer. Yeah, the Hetch. This is funny. We'll see what they do. I bet they'll circle back around to try to attack us
Go
here,
and
but
bother someone else.
I'm very curious. Alright, so Buto would like gold for a military access pact. I think not. This is truly what you wish. We're starting to deteriorate again. He doesn't like that we're... Well, I honestly can't tell. Oh, he doesn't like that we're a great power. And then just -1 for... Because, F you, that's why. Speaking of FU, that's why. Alright, he's coming back in. So he not only blew the thing up, he's gonna raid. A one-man raiding team. How much are you stealing from us?
I make the decisions here.
Do we get to see? Maybe none because he's by himself? A siege underway. Oh, that's our own. He's sitting in this little area here. For what purpose, I'm not sure. Nikel is... I mean, all of our settlements except for Sukkot up in the very north are pretty well defended, so I'm not sure what the plan is.
All will remember me.
We don't have that
I
many
need
units
blades
here,
to my cause.
which is the only reason I'm not keen on advancing out of Timnah that much. He's going to move up and attack. That's just enough axemen to rip through our spears, though. Numbers do win that battle.
To glorious battle.
We will go ahead and take this victory through auto-resolve. Because siege battles are kind of
I'll make
rough.
my mark on this world.
If you've ever played Total War 3 Kingdoms, you've even seen here. Their towers are horrifying. We lose far less like this. Ooh. You sidestepped every swing you had, fool.
This is my destiny.
Botchery's the clumsy. Yeah, we'll go ahead and occupy. No reason to hurt the
I
populace
have
here.
earned this city.
We have
Beyond
earned the city.
compare.
Hetch belongs to me now. Go ahead and repair that royal fishery and find anything that fixes up our food. Ah, smuggler's market, really? I don't like that at all. But it is food, so it's on the Nile. No, it's not. That's why we don't get the access to any of the good farms. Fair enough. We'll destroy the war coffers. Royal Tax Administration. Surgeon's practice can get repaired. Palace of Correspondence gives us influence and legitimacy. I don't really want that. Actually, I lied. Keep this building. We'll try to grab some of the unique buildings that we have access to here with Ramesses, which the first being happiness and influence for the Commoner's Graveyard, which I like quite a bit. Although I take that. So we're destroying this one and this one, so we have room for the smuggler's market. Perfect for outposts. All we have is the Egyptian trading post. These clowns hanging out now. Taking some glorious attrition. They're pretty elite though, aren't they? Biru militia. Alright, so I would prefer not to go for walls there. Nebuchadnezzar, we can go for outposts that have just been destroyed. Probably not. Oh, Timnah's part of this, the province patch. That makes sense. We'll go for, of course, for the people. And we can indeed build the Bronze Workers District. I'd say that's glorious.
Remember, courtiers of Egypt.
3 turns for the blackmail.
You serve here to
Let's
help
go
our
ahead
empire
and build up
flourish.
relations with the Vizier since they're already our vassal. We get 30 per.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
And then we'll start building up. She's not going to be the Viceroy of Kush for long, so that's going to be kind of a waste. We will gossip with the first commander instead.
Your kindness will be remembered. I swear it.
Oh yeah, as you plot to stab me in the back currently. They're not interesting enough to make coming out to fight them worth it, so... What I do want to do, though, is... at least get a little bit of ground.
Prepare an ambush.
They won't come all the way back this direction, though. Damage buildings and Hetch. Which ones? Oh, yes. We need more stone. Alright, diplomacy. Don't fail me now.
May our dealings be honest and true.
Hello there, Bay. I would like 500 stone. That we can make happen. Thank you kindly. And before we end the turn, is there anything else we can upgrade? We've got no more workforce here in Hetch or in Hathor. But we're again just missing some stone. Well then, we can definitely fix that up.
May our dealings be honest and true.
How much gold do I need to give you for 500 more stone? See, that's no problem at all. Not even one bit. Do one more even, just for good measure. A most pleasing outcome. I 100% agree. We can either get our most elite Magi, or our most elite chariots. I'm thinking chariots are the way. And then at Hathor, it gives us kind of meh options. We just need more stone. Listen. We can go find some more stone. Hitmen!
Do you desire aid from the mighty warriors
No,
of
I desire
Egypt?
rocks. You want an interesting combination of things here. You know what? I'm just gonna go make deals with Bay again.
Please be assured.
Bay's giving us some actually decent,
forthright man you will
decent deals. 58 gold. Ooh, hang on now. That .1 is strangely misleading sometimes. No, apparently not. Not this time. Also, we get 3 more. We'll take it.
Of course, I will do that.
And then 1 more for good measure. 500 more stone. You have so much stone laying around.
Of course.
Alright, cool. That 69 negative bronze will sort itself out in no time. Or in no time, rather. Happiness is maxed out. Production 15% sounds great. Make me that money. Alright, Hetch, come on over and fight like a man.
Greatness awaits.
You camel.
My ambition
Alright, so the
is
Hetch, I guess, are
rewarded.
electing to go out with a whimper. Fair enough. We have the Royal Decree Wisdom in Years to reduce costs by ensuring soldiers of all levels, not just our elites, reach the proficiency we acquire. Require, not acquire. Well, they decided to besiege Nebuchadnezzar. An honorable death you choose.
Engage the enemy!
If it's delaying our production for a turn, yeah. Definitely don't need that skull anymore.
Triumph! There is no
Tossing that
sweeter
right up on the
taste.
throne.
Cast them out.
Cast them out. But the AI would get 10 legitimacy for that one. Oh, he's raiding, is he?
I am
Ramesses,
unstoppable.
hunt him down. May you fall and never rise again. We'll go ahead and have one final battle here against Milkarem. And see his people into the afterlife. It's raiding. How glorious. It is an incredibly long line of lads you've got there. What if we were to ignore what you've got going on and do our own thing? Let's do 2 swords, spears in the center, 2 more swords. Roll down twice. And then we'll do Blood Militia Axe Lads for the rest of our line there. And then Shasu, other Axe Lads. Because we need to do it the other way around. Or the other side. There we go. Want the Shasu slightly advanced. Same thing with these guys. Alright, glorious. Now the swordsmen are going to get a little bit more grouped up. So that way we can deploy...
Use the knife like a shroud.
The might of Nubia.
the javelin in between.
In short order.
Who also cause fear.
As commanded.
Because they're super champions.
For my legacy.
Move you guys over a little bit more there. Because we don't really need them in the center. We'll have that be something else. So, bring everyone back. Javelins here. And the last group sets up here. Then we've got all our Magi archers, so we'll do the same kind of situation with them all in the center. That way they can duel with enemy archers and fall position afterwards.
In short order.
Alright, sweet. That's my front line situated. We'll get swordsmen and all the other melee-based lads. Guard loaded up. Same thing with the archers. And then our chariots, we'll put one here. And Ramesses can threaten the other side. You would definitely want to watch out for mud. It bogs down chariots and any kind of heavy armor quite badly. Let's do the thing. They're going to advance towards us. Let's go ahead and try to take a position that's drawing them all in. Chariot, you move up and around. Ramesses, you do the same. His glorious reign obscures Ra's rays.
All for Egypt.
The clouds shall part after we cleave these barbarians.
Chariots into position.
Take the high ground over here for Ramesses as well. Their archers are in the center, not exactly sure what they want to do. We've got a little less range and accuracy, but I think that's fine. Or maybe accuracy reload time? What does it give us? Accuracy reload time. The arrows are wet and they're hard to aim. There we go. Here, you just stick to the top of the hill. We'll wheel you around eventually to start going after those archers in the center. Here they come. When they get a little bit closer, we will give the all-attack forward order. We'll see if we can actually make it work for us. I mean, these guys are all by themselves. What happens if we just decide to run them over?
Chariots, move out. Chariots into position.
Are they gonna brace? Fair enough. Get braced, see if it saves you. In fact, we can just go ahead and scare them off, can't we? You know you're fighting.
Stay close.
That's 10 negative leadership, and then we just go ahead and give them a charge. Warriors. Destroy them.
Is under attack. Shoot them down.
Oh yeah, you annihilated them. What do you mean under attack? Archers, go ahead and pick off the enemy archer teams too, so everyone kind of pick those targets.
Archers loose.
Javelins, go ahead and move in after Milkadesh there. An unfortunate name that he deserves. Send him straight into the afterlife. Looks like the only real damage we're taking is from those enemy archers. Let's run them down real quick.
Strike them down.
Other chariots look like they got caught in melee, but they're beating the brakes off these poor guys. That's hilarious. Bar Yondu were tough enough to kind of hang out. Try to roll through the line, let these clubs, axes do their thing.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Well, that's fine. We'll let Ramesses. Let's get these archers firing all on the same target. And the two shieldsmen can go into shield wall mode if able.
The enemy general has perished.
Yeah, there's a lot of Magi arrows.
As one.
They completely ignore armor. Good grief, the damage. Well, that's that.
This is impossible. I will not
Give them sand, blood, and mud this time. We're gonna ride down as many of these warriors of Canaan as possible. Actually, in a moment. Bronze blade cleaves skull. Nice.
This is my
500
destiny.
experience. We only lost 105 there. That was a glorious win for us. We'll go ahead and take the extra treasury.
Tell all of my victory.
Powerful and merciful we are. It looks like we've got some
I'll take
prosperity
point.
across the region that we don't look to be benefiting from that much. Nebgehaz looks to be the only one that's actually involved in that. Oh no, it's not. Just barely outside of our settlements.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to
We'll
answer.
just finish off Yadek here. Nice quick auto resolve. Off with his head.
Glory is mine.
Well done, Ramesses. We'll go ahead and take the replenishment this time.
We have plenty of work for them.
We have plenty of work for them. And now we can focus our efforts abroad. Or, more importantly, directly on wherever Talsaret's armies are. They're actually across the sea from us, which is a bit unfortunate. What we can do, though, is deal with the Saw, or just come over here and resettle a couple of these. This is a stone quarry. Are these guys Egyptians? Or are they a sea people?
Do you see this deal as part of your destiny, Ramesses?
Okay, they are Egyptians. There's Egyptians that none of the others like, apparently. Okay, well that's can be the job for our new
Proud
Captain
son
Marv.
of Egypt.
Which, now after a couple of wins under your belt, we can rename you to Captain Marv.
Loyal and strong.
Such a great name. Alright, so loyal and strong you are. We'll have you
Ready
sprint
yourselves,
down
men.
to the south.
Greatness awaits.
Ramesses, our food is just not looking great right now. We'll have you march back to Etch,
Hard march ahead.
or as close as you can get, I guess.
Boundless ambition.
Oh, your titles, good sir. We'll come in and continue to drop. Ooh, 40% more loot is glorious. 15% replenishment, less fatigue buildup. Yeah, that's the way. Let's hit this next milestone. And a bunch of ranger armor. Just wait till we have more foot generals. Then we're really set. Okay, so on in here to
Remember,
court.
courtiers of
2
Egypt.
turns before the blackmail
You
is
serve here to
complete.
help our
How much gold do we need to stop it?
flourish.
300. That's not bad. I'm guessing the Viceroy was 250. What are you doing? Who all is she fighting? Elzeret's faction. How are you
Proud son
doing
of
that?
Egypt.
Fighting. Oh, they're fighting Seti now. Okay. So they're just throat chopping everyone all at the same time. I'm surprised they're managing to keep that many victories up. 200. They were at 200 last turn. That means they won several battles.
Let Egypt prosper by the wisdom of its court.
All right, let's go ahead in here and gossip with the Vizier, and then
I knew I would see eye to eye with a fellow
use
Egyptian.
our connections.
I will not turn you away before the eyes of the gods.
Love to hear it. We'll gossip with the first commander. We
I
will
have a
gossip
good
with the
feeling about
treasurer,
you, friend.
and then I mean, we can gossip with the
The
Viceroy, it doesn't
divine
hurt.
court needs more like you.
Looks like you're trying to discredit the rather already discredited Pharaoh. Good on ya. 152. And no one is anywhere near you. We need to defeat them through war is the only way. Let's go for food production here in Hetch. What do we need? 400 wood. Okay. Does anyone around us actually have any of that? Looks like no, so we'll need to just build it up ourselves. That's no problem.
I am unstoppable.
Before we do... Woodcutting yard gives us 30 more, up to 40 more. That is such a pitiful gain in wood there. Winery for happiness. Let's go ahead and just take it up to a Vizier's Palace, that way we can make sure we're not losing any settlements here.
Bound.
And then now we can probably send Ramesses up back up north. The stamp Puramun out will claim their... This is a capital, or what this is counting as? It shows that it's very nice, but I think that's just showing as a capital settlement. We'll take down at Charu, get us even more stone. And then we're really kind of sorted in terms of our quarry and our building. Then we need to get some more food. So war with... This faction's probably not a bad idea. We could also claim Ashkelon. It's been razed to the ground, all of these settlements really have.
For the Empire.
Yeah, and maybe a good call too. So Captain Marvel, just keep you moving.
Open the
I
gates.
prefer we'll send you across to claim Mefka Beh. If we need to use that to give it over to one of the other factions to make a quick deal, we definitely can, or otherwise it's going to be generating us some nice stone. We also need to start claiming the settlements so we can actually start building these up. Giving the colossal statues over to Nanutu was an idea we used at the time. The mortuary temple is abandoned. Okay, we can carve our way through here. That's putting us very close to Hefi as well. And they will have a ton of chariots. We'll have to be very on edge there against those chariots. So food production, absolutely. Probably nothing else. Got one extra building slot here in Hetch. Let's go for the woodcutting yard. Can't hurt. That'll take us up to 170 a turn, which is fairly pitiful. Alright, down on in, and that'll be our turn. Alright, so Abju wants gold for a non-aggression pact. Why would I give you anything? Get out of here. You failed to realize a good deal.
My ambition is rewarded.
Ambition is rewarded. Dakla's renown has grown so much that they've made their aspirations known to the throne. Oh wow, they jumped up fast. She dropped 10. But it says she's still, her heavy's still increasing. So we've got 7 more turns of civil war.
Egypt's glory.
So if I just turn you arrest, so I realize that Captain Marvis doesn't have the best troops. We can turn him around and keep him going after Paramon up here instead. Which is a little bit late, but we'll do it now. You go right up top. We'll have Ramesses with his squad come on down and go after the remnants of Talzaret's army. Talzaret's faction. Resistance to missiles. I think while we're moving, we'll just go for a frugal and conscription because we're going to be outside of friendly territory. And then we'll go for the title of more upkeep reduction.
Destined for greatness.
Alright, so the Hetcher camped out.
Be prepared.
We have no upgrades. Let's come on down to hit the trading post. And And then back to Hedge.
Set up patrols.
And we'll take to sea.
Chase the horizon.
Let's see, nothing dangerous along the sea, the sea coast here, the coastline, so we'll just maneuver. We'll beach here at Mefka Bed, we'll start doing some damage.
Called by fate.
Here in Hathor. Influence and legitimacy. Our influence is already pretty well sorted here. Anything we probably just want to save for the Royal Jeweler. Gold plus 10%, more happiness as well. Our happiness is so well sorted, though. May just go for the royal tax for 20% more production, because that's more than 10% gold. That's 20% for everything. So we'll just start with the beginning one, because there's not that much wood.
Fate beckons.
Go ahead and camp out in Timna. Keep you moving on north. All right, into court.
Remember, courtiers of Egypt.
Go ahead and stop this
you
blackmail.
serve here to help our empire flourish.
Well, all you're doing is gaining regard. Well, we really can't have that, so you can go ahead and relax, sir.
I value the support of a fellow servant of Ra.
And then we'll go ahead and plot against you. Get wrecked. This credit's not working so far, but we've got plenty of extra resources to use the Undermine for.
What do you have for me? Gold?
Nope, I've got stone and some wood, and you're gonna give me food. Or 10 for what we've got here.
That will do.
Shechem is holding the line, but now they've got 2 enemies because the other Canaanites have seen weakness. That tends to be how it works. Weakness detected, and they pounce. Nebuchadnezzar will go ahead and rebuild. Our shrine to Ptah for the extra food. Here in Sinai, we can kind of do the same thing in Hetch. No, but I really wouldn't mind grabbing the extra movement and immunity to desert attrition here. Use a little bit more of our wood, unfortunately. We shall survive. Alright, turn. Right, flash floods have struck. But where? Water's rising. In a lot of provinces. How unfortunate. Doesn't look like it hit any of our settlements though, so floods. We're not scared of no floods. They're like the Skaven, they don't exist.
Always ready.
So we shall. I think you've already got the trading post. Cause prayer supply. Oh no, you don't. So trading post it is. Drop that upkeep. We'll have him move up to Hathor and get some native troops. So we should be able to get some pretty cheap javelins, and that's what I'm kind of going to be banking on for some nice damage. Let's keep bouncing all over the place. They're already in March, so can't hurt.
Egypt's finest.
That poor Hetch army is going to go ahead and disintegrate down to nothing. We will keep sailing.
Across the seas.
Across the seas. We'll go ahead and upgrade our wood cutting complex here.
Chosen of Ra.
He's already moved as far as he can. We'll go ahead and jump into our court.
Where Pharaoh's court resides, the gods are surely
We'll level up our discredit here.
The gods
77% is way better than what it was before. We'll do. Oh, there's a new vizier. They must have just lost their previous faction leader. Go ahead and do some gossiping with the treasurer then.
I have a good feeling about you, friend.
So glad to hear it. We need to start siphoning more legitimacy through the blackmail, whichever one allows us to. I want to make sure I'm correct here. Which one siphons
court, you will bow
discredit?
Before Pharaoh.
15 for
Legacy
free is nice.
Everything.
Let's keep you moving up towards Beersheba. check our deals with the Pilla set.
I despise the state we have reduced ourselves to. I will see you make amends.
What are you talking about? Oh, he doesn't like our treaties with Bay.
You have taken...
I have taken advantage of you. You're dramatic, is what you are. Let's save the rest of our resources here. And come on down to Ramesses. Probably switch over his crown for now. Yeah, we don't need Pharaoh's presence at the moment, so we'll swap it over to the Nemes crown. Takes a turn, but we'll stop taking as much debuff to our production. Alright, looks like Shechem would like to become our vassal again. See, you've got too many enemies to be a vassal. Counter offer? No. Maybe I will offer you something else. Oh, we failed our ambition? Hate to see it. He turned around and just drop-kicked City straight out the wall. That's great. New pretender rises, Kintmen. And such is the way. We'll go ahead and further undermine this discredit here.
I knew I could trust a fellow Egyptian to be reasonable.
At least you're nice and gullible. We'd love to see it.
Ramesses.
Alright, Ramesses, let's go on in here. Hopefully the desert doesn't cause us any issues. We'll move up to right next to Mefkabeh.
To harbor.
And now as we run into 3 armies of Talzaret. Alright, sweet. For the rest of our pending actions, inspired barters with Nindutu. Oh, they were giving us quite a bit of food. Let's see if we can't just grab some food through some decent deals.
Good things always happen when we put our minds together.
No, they didn't lose their leader. I wonder why we lost all our renown with. I guess we could. Never mind. We used the deal. That's what's not single barter, but barter agreement. Well, let's do, let's say 500 food or 50 bronze and interesting. So 19 gold. He's willing to give us quite a bit more, so let's say 1,000 food. For 25, 30, 50. That's more than I'm willing to go for. So let's go 30, and then we'll drop this down to maybe 800. Yeah, we're getting a little bit out of that. That's not bad.
Done at once.
Done at once. I really wouldn't mind another Sea People invasion here. Give us some time.
Always prepared.
Let's move into Beersheba, and then we'll go ahead and recruit up hopefully some cheap and cheerful units.
I need blades to
Alright, so we do get Habiru skirmishers, but they are going to cost us some bronze too. Not a lot of bronze, but still more than I'm really willing to go for right now. Let's do some Habiru militia.
Join me, warriors.
Alright, perfect. Looks good to me. We'll swing on back down to Ramesses. And we'll end the turn.
Ramesses the Bold.
Alright, a bit of a jump cut, but a guiding hand, so they want to try to trade our deal for 50 more gold. Not today. We need our court actions. Go ahead and claim us a Mefkabeh. Mine.
Hit them hard.
We colonize. We need to use some of our units to do so, and we've
earned this city.
discovered Set, Amun, and Osiris. Alright, so Set is all about growth. That range lethality as well is amazing. My grandfather, I'm trying to stave back some coughs here, so just give me a moment. I'll mute for a second. Alright, we're back. If anything, we probably go for Set over the likes of maybe even Ra, which is incredibly blasphemous. The god of chaos as opposed to god of the sun. Now we gotta stay with Ra for Ramesses, at least thematically. He would never roll a set. Amun, perhaps. But I mean, this would allow us to increase our unit's rank before we get into battle, so we can switch out Thoth. I just love that melee lethality, though, for the Devoted General. And we're relying very heavily on Taw's extra food, so no changes for the time being.
Finest.
We'll repair the barracks here in Mefkabeh. In fact, rush it for some gold. Do you have any plots against us right now? Oh, there is. But it's brand new and it looks like it is being initiated by the Vizier. Alright, fair enough. Now let's go ahead and spend our gold then. Constructing Mefkabeh up. We get the stone quarry. I lied. We'll get in the growth building with the workforce, the water well.
The future of Egypt.
Should take only a single turn to replenish there, and we've got now Upper Egyptian militia clubmen. Which, what's the difference between the Upper Egyptians and the Habiru? Both expendable. These guys, though, are resistant to heat. And axemen instead of clubs. Well, they've also got javelins. And resilience, so they are completely immune to desert attrition. That's pretty decent. They're probably not javelins. They're throwing, like, rocks or something at people. It's got low range and no real damage. But it is something. A little bit of damage before combat's always pretty useful. Alright, well, good to know we've got extra units if we need them. Slings are really good at dueling against other archers or even taking out chariots, but that's about it. And they fall off pretty quickly in the late game. I wanted to click on them and discover them for real. There we go. So for our next Royal Decree, we don't have that many Tier 5 units, but we can come through all the way and just get maximized upkeep production. Gold per Tier 5 building, influence, bronze production. Ooh, the Nile Ever Giving is something we definitely need. So through bronze orientation into 15% more food faction-wide when allied with other Egyptians, which we have at least one of. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some gossiping with you there.
Egypt raised us
trying to
unlike
assassinate
some
me.
of these more questionable characters.
Our vassal. We always knew he was up to some shenanigans. Do some more gossiping here with the first commander then.
Seeking my favor is very sensible indeed.
Yes, we'll just go ahead and save the gold to just cancel that plot outright. So -2 happiness, -2 influence is no problem. Gives us a heap of food. We're in crisis, so it'll give us 560. Get to smuggling, lads. Alright, glorious. So we are down, out, and completely out of our food.
Ready for battle.
But we were saving exactly for that, so it's all good. Let's do upkeep production here for Marv. $1,100.
You will all fall in line.
You will all fall in line. Let's get one more Habiru Axeman.
There's strength in numbers.
17 out of 20. So we can get... We've got 2 Shasu just tribesmen. Their archers aren't that much better, so we might just be better off getting... Oh, never mind, they're up to Elite Magi. Those are expensive. It is only 16, so snag one of these Elite Magi.
Strength is all that matters.
Strength is all that matters. Then besides, we can get maybe 1 unit of raiders or some cheaper archers we don't care about. Let's get a unit of let's do Shasu warriors.
Only the best will stand beside me.
You Garrett, we will happily trade you some more wood for food. How much you willing to give us? 35. 30 in general works for me.
Very well.
Very well. Here in Mefkabeh, we'll go ahead and put in the Shrine to... which one gives us the most growth. Ooh, construction cost reduction by 20% is pretty hefty. We'll go for the Shrine of Ra, though. Oh, where did I put that? It's a pretty decent spot. We can do this as the economic post. And then we'll just do the Egyptian monument for now. If we're not at war with anyone here, we'll just gain the extra legitimacy where possible. Alright, 5 more turns and the Civil War is over. Hefi's starting to drop off pretty heavily, but so am I, so Nanutu is likely going to retain the crown. We'll see if we can't snake it on away. No battles at the moment. Alright, I didn't realize we were still at war with Buto, so they came on over and sacked one of our outposts. Fair enough. Rude, but fair enough. We'll go ahead and grab the right to rule. We need... well, conquering a region focused on wood. How many of those are there? Give us a chunk of wood. Let's do that. If we can actually manage to find one. Stone, bronze, food, stone. Well, in Egypt, I'm thinking finding wood production is going to be pretty tough. So this may have been a trap. I also thought we'd east out with you guys.
Like you have to offer?
Turns out no. Okay, so you do have a current enemy.
All will remember me.
It's the Terran tribe.
Ready to move out, men.
Let's get schmoving. Captain Marv. Your trade. And that allows us to take Jaru from them. We just don't know how many units they have all in one area. You can almost get all the way around, which is pretty awesome. Let's use our court actions. The Pharaoh is gone. Well, it's because the faction's gone. That makes sense. So that's probably also why the Civil War is coming to a close so soon. Alright, let's see if we can't get another... we can only use discredit going one at a time, huh? Alright, then. Let's do some damage to the Vizier, then. We'll plot against you. Gain some regard, and a little bit of gold, too. We'll go ahead and just power up our blackmail a bit.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
I'm so glad. Okay, so they united against us somehow. Well, Hefi asked them to fight us, and they broke their non-aggression pact even. What absolute traitors. I thought we were friends with you guys. Fair enough. I'm prepared for war. We will, though, call the episode there. We'll start bringing...
Blessed by the gods.
Oh, Kent Min is who owns...
I have a feeling we will both write our names into history.
If I declare war on you, I don't get in any kind of trouble. But I kind of prefer to declare war on the Saw, just wipe them out. Shepsuab is down further south. We're getting way further south than I would like. Stone and food production. Now there's decisions to be made. What do you all think in the... Let me know what you all think in the comments below, but that's going to be all the time I've got for today. I have been at Space Was a Total War. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Ramesses campaign. I wanted to say Amun Mess for a second. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. I'll see you on the next one.